But in the desert, there's one small cat with a more sinister diet. Wild cousins break all the feline rules. But there's one habitat so extreme, it seems impossible a cat could survive there. The desert. With temperatures rising to 47 degrees Celsius, this is one of the hottest, driest places on Earth. Yet one hardy little cat can live here, thanks to its sinister diet. The sand cat. A bit smaller than a domestic cat, their paws are covered with a thick layer of wiry hair to stop them burning their feet on the sand. It's said they can survive without water longer than a camel, thanks to a chilling secret. Like Dracula, sand cats consume the blood of their prey. They get all the moisture they need from the flesh and blood of small mammals. And their favorite food and drink is a desert rodent called a jerboa. But they're hard to catch. They can leap 10 feet in one bounce. The sand cat is another example of how cats have adapted to live in the most unlikely habitats. But perhaps the strangest place of all to find a wild cat is not the desert or the rainforest, but the urban jungle. Across the world, gardens, parks and pavements have always been the preserve of our domestic cat. Big wildcats only exist in the remote wilderness. Or so we thought. Imagine this moggy's surprise when it came face to face with its 100-kilo cousin, the mountain lion in America. Across the states, there are more and more reports of these big cats turning up close to towns and cities, including the most famous of all, the Hollywood mountain lion. This recent photograph, taken by remote camera, shows a mountain lion on the outskirts of Los Angeles. How can such a top predator survive so close to the city? Biologist Jeff Sikich has the job of tracking mountain lions, also known as pumas or cougars.
I'm really fascinated with the urban landscape and how we still have this large carnivore. It's actually our last remaining large carnivore in the mountains here, surviving next to one of the largest urban areas in the world, Los Angeles.
As part of his research, Jeff tracks 10 different mountain lions in the Santa Monica Mountains around Los Angeles. From the GPS tracks, Jeff can tell that one collared female, called P39, has remained in the same area for some time. It's an exciting sign.
So we're looking at a cluster of GPS points for P39. And there's a cluster of points from a little over a day and a half. And it looks like she has a kill. So we're going to hike into this area, to this cluster, and see what she killed and is hopefully feeding on.
Mountain lions aren't fussy about what they eat. They'll take anything from small mammals to adult deer.
Mountain lions are ambush predators, so they'll actually stalk their prey and get pretty close, sometimes within ideally 10 to 15 meters, where they have a burst of speed. Mountain lions are more sprinters than endurance runners, so they're extremely quick.
The GPS tracks lead Jeff to a steep mountainous area next to a major freeway. It seems an unlikely place to find a top predator. But there's evidence. Our mountain lion is still in the vicinity.
This is real fresh urine right here. We have a track of her. Has some hair. Very strong odor. I smell the kill too, so we're real close.
Mountain lions hide their food and return to it for several days. For Jeff, it's a giant game of hide and seek.
So yeah, it looks like P39 killed an adult doe mule deer. She killed this deer around 80 meters from here, drug it down to this spot, covered up the kill, keeping the scent down, hopefully keep scavengers away. This is a classic mountain lion kill site right here that we find in the LA area.
But will our elusive mountain lion return to her hard-won kill? Jeff sets up a surveillance camera and leaves it running overnight. The following day, he reviews the footage.
All right, so we have P39 right here, coming back to the kill right at 7 p.m.
It shows our mountain lion is in good health. A sign she's hunting well and there's plenty of food around.
Yeah, so this is great. You can see her really tearing at the meat right there, ripping the flesh off the bone. The teeth are great for shredding away the flesh.
The mountain lion only arrived in the Hollywood Hills in 2012. Jeff's studies are showing how urban life is changing their behavior. Mountain lions here hold much smaller territories than those in the wilderness. And finding a mate is a dangerous business. They often have to cross busy 8-lane freeways. In America, it's a sign of things to come. As the urban sprawl creeps into the cat's natural habitat, mountain lions will come into ever closer contact with man, even if we don't see them.
The amazing thing is with these mountain lions, we've been studying them in the Santa Monica Mountains, where we have millions of visitors every year. We have a lot of freeways and development. And the amazing thing is these cats stay elusive. And even us researchers who follow them pretty much daily, we know where they are on that hillside with our telemetry, and yet we still don't see them.
The elusive mountain lion shows just how versatile cats can be. It's found in almost every habitat. And now, next to one of the world's busiest cities. It's the latest chapter in the cat's 11 million year evolutionary story. Through this series, we've discovered how the first cats evolved in the jungles and developed special limbs to climb up and down trees. We've seen how they grew thick coats to live in the cold, large lungs to hunt on the roof of the world, and a taste for blood to survive in the desert. No other group of predators has been able to adapt to such an extreme range of habitats. But today, the most numerous cat of all is the one in our front rooms. There are 600 million domestic cats worldwide, and they are found in every corner of the globe. By giving up the wild and coming to live alongside us, our purring pets have become the most successful cat of all.